Hello gamers, and welcome to new Steel Division 2 content on my channel. Since I'm uploading these videos in Germany, I have deactivated the swastika flag. It's a low violence option you have in the options because I don't want to get into conflict with the law. But the gameplay is the same. Yeah, in Germany you must not distribute the swastika unless in very specific circumstances, and it's controversial whether streaming is such a circumstance. Journalistic articles, like reviews, are most likely, at least. In my review for Burning Baltics, I had to, just in case, pixel the swastika as well. Anyway, what I want to do now is show you my current deck that I'm training with. Let me go back once more. It's the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier battle group. Yeah, it kind of lacks in the air department. Other than that, it's very much all-rounded. I've tried it once in multiplayer, quick play, and lost badly. It's okay against the hard AI, okay against very hard as well. So leave me your thoughts. So in the recon tab, I've got the SDKFZ 258 with the assault gun. This is also with the range rework patch already. There's no hotfix for the suppression yet, but yeah. So it's got the 1.5 kilometers range, so I think it's really good. I might have that a bit too often, possibly. And then the Aufklärungspanzer is quite good. The only problem with it is it only has like 740 meters range for both AP and HE shells, which is not much, but in specific circumstances it can be very helpful. Also, it's got range and radio, so that's pretty good. So I've got this twice, once in phase B as well. So please give me your thoughts on the deck. So what I think about doing is like changing it to changing one of the Aufklärungspanzers to possibly the Spähtrupp, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, and then also in phase B, it's phase locked to A and B, is the Aufklärungspanzer, just to get some extra punch. Infantry tab, I'm maybe a bit lacking infantry, I'm not quite sure yet, in particular in phase A. So what I've got here is the Sturmgruppe. They've got the Panzerfaust and are good for close range engagements, so like bring them in cities and forests, and with the fast transport truck. And then they, why do they actually have the transport truck over the Opel Blitz? I should give them the Opel Blitz. Let me quickly remove them and give them the Opel Blitz. Yeah, I was using the GD Pioneers. They've got the machine gun, the MG42, which is quite good, but I thought I need more punch against vehicles in the forest and town areas, so I decided to go for the Panzer Grenadiers. They also have 2 MGs. Yeah, not quite sure which one is better. I think possibly the Panzer Grenadiers, so I changed them out, and they're more expensive as well, so they should be better. And then I went for the Panzer Grenadier Führers to give some veterancy to the units, and also to have the Nebelhandgranate to get some cover just in case. And there's an interesting transport here available, and that's the well, there are 2 actually that are interesting. Like the one I've got here is, oh, I could actually change that. Oh, which one is that? No, it's the Flak 38 already. Okay. So since this division lacks in the air department, I think it's good to bring in some extra flak power, like AA power. Flak is Flugabwehrkanone, anti-air gun, basically. So I bring them with the AA. Then in phase B, I've got the Sturmgruppe. Yeah, they are a bit worse than the Panzer Grenadiers, but I don't have more Panzer Grenadiers with the Panzerfaust. I've just got these left. So I went for Sturmgruppe because they've got the bazooka, they've got the short range MP44. And the vehicle is basically, with an MG. The idea is to bring them in under fire if need be, and also have some extra fire support. It doesn't cost that much extra, does it? I don't think it does. And now it's 35, and it's 35. Yeah, is there no price difference? No, it's 10 price difference. Yeah, but I think it's worth it. It's like an extra unit. Then the Panzer Grenadier Führers, the Panzer Grenadiers with the Panzerfaust. And then we've got some more Panzer Grenadier Führers in the Horch. I'm not quite sure if I should go for the Horch actually. I could change that out to the Flak. I think that would make sense. So let's remove them and bring in the Panzer Grenadier Führers with the Flak. Oh, why is it only in phase A? Oh, that's the Pioneer Führers. Where are they? Panzer Grenadier Führer with the Flak. In phase C. And then we've got more Panzer Grenadiers in their armored vehicle. Not quite sure if that's enough. It sums up to like 6, 12, 15, 27, 39, 49, 57, 67, 75, 84, which is not that great, but I will have some more in the support tab. With regards to the Panzer, I've got cheap but decent Panzer 4Hs. Then I've got the Stug. I'm not quite sure if I should keep it, but the price tag is quite decent. I've upwetted them to give them like 6 extra accuracy. Also in phase B I've got some Tigers. 2 Tiger tanks upwetted, and then 4 more Tiger tanks in phase C and 4 Panthers. Not quite sure if I should change it around. I won't go for the, or should I go for the, for example, the, in phase B, go for 2 Tiger Führers instead. This is actually the same price. What's the difference? Other than that, it's no difference. Let's go for the Tiger Führers then. And then we've got the Panther A and the Panther A Führers. They are more expensive than the Tiger tanks and have less side armor. So you need to be careful, but they've got better penetration. They both have good range, but it might be an option to actually go for the more cost-effective Tiger tank in phase C as well. And then I've got the support tab here. I really like the MG42 for suppression and range. It's been nerfed. It's now, the range is only 1,250 meters. And as you can see, I've got the armored personnel carrier with a machine gun, the drilling gun, MG151. And that's again for the AA capabilities. Quite decent. So if I bring, let's say, 4 or 5 of these guys in phase A, I've already got a decent AA capability, and 2 of these guys can currently shoot down a normal fighter. Then I've got the Befehlstiger. Yeah, there's the Befehlspanther, more expensive, and yeah, the very unprotected SDKFZ. I think the Tiger is, you know, safest from all sides, cost efficient in comparison-ish, and I need at least 1 commander unit, I think. It's phase locked to A, and these are phase locked to A as well. Then I've got this again, the SDKFZ 2519D, which is again this, they've got heat shells and HG shells on a 1.5 kilometer range. I think I read they are supposed to be good, and there's even a driver and a gunner, which is pretty cool. And by the way, there's no traction, or this is not powered. The front wheels are not powered. They are just for steering, because it's easier to steer, or cheaper to produce to steer with these 2 front wheels rather than with the chains. Yeah, so I went for this. I'm not quite sure if I should stick to it, or maybe go for something else like the Grille. Not sure. Possibly not. I'm not sure. Then we've got the Opel Blitz and more machine gunners because they are cool, and they also come with the armored personnel carrier with the AA capabilities. Now the anti-tank tab isn't that impressive either. I bring in these 3 guys also with AA, rather than on a bike, for example. The Marder tanks are quite decent because of their decent range. They can outgun some other tanks, like I think the Sherman has 1,500 meters range. So it's not that bad, and stealth is medium, it could be worse. And then I decided to go for the Gerlich gun. It has an amazing penetration value, but it's upweighted once. The range is only 1 kilometer. The other option would be the PAC 40, 190 millimeter penetration. But because I don't have like bombers or something, just in case I want to be able to bring in a Gerlich gun as like a last defense against IS-2 tanks. That's kind of the idea. Let me quickly check the transports. Should I go for that? It's got more off-road speed, same price tag, and only a little bit slower. Not armored, obviously, but let's go and change that. Looks cool as well. Really like, you know, all the artwork and the skins they've made. There's the first aid kit, and then there is that a lock? Not quite sure. To pull stuff, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, like pull this gun, for example. Or is it hooked up to this? Not sure. Then in the AA tab, there's not that much. This is like the cheap option, but I think the Flak 4337 is supposed to be really good. So I went for it. The price tag is okay as well. And then we've got the powerful Flak 41, 88 millimeter. It's got armor piercing shells as well. There's a good YouTube video about it as well, about how it became like an used in the anti-tank role. There are more good options like the Möbelwagen, or I don't know, the SDKFZ, but there's only so much units I can take, so I went for these 2. because I've got all the other ones as well. And 160mm penetration is quite good. Might be an option to change the Flak 43 for another Flak 41. Now to the artillery tab. I've got the battery Führers mainly to accompany AA units. Then I went for mobile units because I want to play 1v1 as well. So I decided to go for the Vesper rather than the Hummel. Now they all have maximum. This is obviously better suppression value and a better blast radius, more damage, bit more armor, but it doesn't have smoke capabilities, and I want to be able to shoot smoke. And then, you know, just in case for some infantry support, maybe for a smaller push, they've got radio, they've got smoke layer, yeah, and a cheap mortar with 3 kilometers range. In the air tab, I went for phase B. Maybe that's too early. We've got these two nice guys here in the Junkers 87D5 Stuka with 2 machine guns and a 1 turret in the rear. Now most German planes actually are like shot like here. This one doesn't. They shoot like through the nose often. Does this one shoot through the nose? No. Weird. Yeah, anyway. I went for this one as opposed to the Focke-Wulf F190 F3 because the Focke-Wulf is, you know, it's a dual roll, which is okay. It's less agile, it's much faster, but it has only one 500 kilogram HE bomb as opposed to one 250 kilogram HE bomb and 4 50 kilogram HE bombs. And I read that, oh yeah, actually the Focke-Wulf has 2 machine guns in the nose. Just can't see them. The reason is that I read that it's better to have like several smaller bombs rather than one large bomb. It's the same with the jet bomber. You need like 2 in order to really kill stuff. 2 jet bombers with 1 bomb each. So that's why I went for that. And then there's only 1 fighter option. I think it might be an option to go for the Focke-Wulf instead, but then it's only like 2 cards instead of 4, and you can give some close air support, at least offer some suppression against infantry units. And also this Focke-Wulf is much faster. The fighter plane, the A6, yeah, so I prefer that. I think that's the right call, pretty sure. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, looks pretty sweet. Oh, and there are 2 machine guns right up here. There are lots of there's a guy who makes videos about like airplanes and stuff and how they shoot through the rotors and stuff. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's the deck. Obviously I put some defense stuff just in case. Let me know what you think in the comments, and then we'll also put it to action obviously and tweak it, tune it. My first match I lost badly against a Canadian unit, but I'm new to multiplayer, so I will lose a lot of games. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.